settled in?
So nice to talk.
We have a few announcements before we kick off today's session. First of all, who here is here for the first time? Welcome. Welcome to LA2M. The format for our lunchtime meetings, we do a few announcements. We have our guest speaker speak for 35 minutes, who will then take Q&A, and then we pass the mic. We hand the microphone over to you, and we go around the room. So please, at the appropriate time, stand up, state your name, your company, or what you are looking for, or if you have a particular ask. For those of you who are not aware of our sponsorship programs, we have a number of programs and have recently set up hashtag LA2M Fund. LA2M is a nonprofit, 503c, and a portion of our funds go to charitable organizations. Currently, we are sponsoring the Ann Arbor Public School Education System. These funds help young marketing students provide additional learning outside of the public school system. So LA2M is helping them to go to marketing classes, conventions, seminars, to learn about traditional and digital marketing. We also have a monthly sponsor of LA2M, and this month's sponsor is Carter Sherline with Frog Print Studios. Carter, would you like to say a few words?
Hi, I'm a commercial editorial and portrait photographer. I photograph the meetings pretty much every month. For the month, that was a little bit after, I'm doing executive portraits, basically PR shot for $50. It's normally $150. And if you already have a PR shot, I apply that to a light job.
Thank you, Carter. We are also old school. We do not charge a membership or registration fee, but we do pass the hat. And Stacy Collick, our treasurer, is going to pass the LA2M bucket. There is a recommended donation of $3. That's entirely up to you. It's a voluntary contribution that goes towards the hashtag LA2M Fund. Next month's sponsor, October and November, is presented by Bud Gibson, who will be running his second annual search engine marketing workshop. Bud, are you in the room, and would you like to say a few words?
I'm right here, November 16th, 8 to 2 p.m. Incredible speakers, 2 tracks, effective search marketing, mobile marketing basics. Want to find out more? Talk to my assistant, Scott Brockman. I have to run out and teach at 1 p.m., so I can't stick around, but Scott will be able to fill you in on the details. Thank you.
Thank you, Bud. Stacy, have I missed anything?
Not that I know, except there's a bunch of seats up front if anybody wants to.
Yes, anybody coming in the back? There's lots of seats up front. Where do you wait for?
Bad on the video.
Cliff does not bite. I know, some of you think he might, but he does not bite. It is my pleasure to introduce today's LA2M speaker, Cliff Suttle. Cliff is a national speaker. He has gained national recognition through his independent business and also as a Toastmaster extraordinaire. I also would like to say that I am a fellow Toastmaster with Cliff, although I'm the Toastmaster. You will be enlightened and entertained as Cliff gives you a new way of thinking about your elevator pitch. A round of applause, please, for Cliff Suttle.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Hello.
I got a question for you. Pretty sure I know the answer. But after a hard day's work, you come home, you're watching the television. Do you get up when the show starts, check your email, get a snack, go to the bathroom, and come back just in time to watch the next set of commercials? Who does that? Anybody? Well, why not? Why not? Why not? You don't want to watch commercials. Why not?
No, you don't want to miss the show.
You don't want to miss the show. Why not?
Sadly, I actually probably would, because I'd be curious to see what the difference.
He loves the commercials. There's always one. If that's the way you feel, if we actually buy DVRs so we can record the shows and fast forward over the commercials, I got to the point where I only watch shows on DVR. I won't watch anything live anymore because I don't want to see the commercials. If that's the way we feel, then why do so many people walk around business networking events being commercials? I want to challenge you today. I want you to quit being the commercial and start being the show. If I can show you how to do that, would it have been worth driving here today? If I can show you how to create more business relationships than you ever thought possible, would it be worth the $3 donation? Yeah. Let's see if you got really into it. If I can show you how to engage somebody in 10 seconds or less, would you get excited for me?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's what we're here to do today. It's called the anti-elevator speech because it is as far from an elevator speech as you can imagine. So let's start out with, let's make sure everyone knows what an elevator speech is. Who here would like to volunteer and tell us what an elevator speech is? Anyone? Yes, elevator speech. Tell us what an elevator speech is.
When you quickly tell somebody about yourself, what you do, what you have to offer,
And how long does it usually take?
as long as it takes to go up a couple
Okay,
floors.
30 seconds. You want to know what it really is? It's 30 seconds to a minute of terror.
Yeah.
Of absolute terror. You have, everyone in this room has probably been there. Ding, you step into the elevator, person's next to you. What do you say just to be polite? Oh, hi. So what do you do? Well, I'm an insurance salesman. We have 401k plans and insurance plans and life insurance plans. And if you take my business card and let me suck the life out of you for 3 hours, I will. You start pushing buttons for floors you don't even want. But everyone does this. Why? Because since the 1950s, the sales experts have been telling you to. Let me tell you about the first time I did this speech. I had just written a book. The ink was still wet on the page. It was my very first talk on this subject. And I got there, and they had no one to introduce us. We get Dee to introduce us today. Great job, Dee. Thank you. They had no one to introduce us. It was just me and this big-time sales trainer. National guy, they flew him in from Texas or something. So I walked up to him, and I said, you know, there's no one here to introduce us. We're probably the best two speakers in the room. What do you say we introduce each other? Oh, okay. So I interviewed him. I found out quite a bit about him so I could do my introduction and give him a good introduction. He asked me, I don't know, 2 questions. And then I went up and I gave the introduction, and it was a great introduction. The crowd roared as he came on stage. Just as I was walking off stage, the vice president from a fairly large company came up and said, Cliff, I want to talk to you. We want to get you in next week for some consulting. Right? I'm not listening to his show. I'm going to talk to this guy. So we go off in the back room. I start talking to him. And I'm looking at my watch. It's about my time. So I come back to the stage. And I'm standing there. And he gets done with his presentation and walks off stage. And I'm thinking to myself, sales trainer who knows zip about how to create business relationships. Nothing. And he's running around the country training everyone else. Okay, so I gave my presentation. It went well. I got a big round of applause. I ended my show, and right at the end, there was a guy right here in the front row. He stepped right up on stage, literally came right up and stepped on stage and said, Cliff, well, that was really great, except there's just one problem. Yeah, what was the problem? You just told us not to do what the last guy told us to do. Yeah. He had spent his time talking about elevator speeches. So, which one am I supposed to do? Well, you've heard of both. Which one do you want to do? Well, your way makes more sense. It's easier to remember. I'm almost ready to take it out the door with me now. And you gave us the information, and he was just trying to talk us into $1,000 payment. I looked at it. Would you like to hear that information? Yeah. The anti-elevator speech is designed to do one thing: create a business relationship. Because we do work with people we like. We all agree with that? No. That you might even pay a little extra to work with somebody. My publisher for this book, when I call him up, he knows me by the sound of my voice. I don't even have to tell him who I am. You think anyone, if there's a publisher in the room here today, they're going to be getting my business anytime soon? Not likely. So how does it work? Let me tell you an example. I ran a company for a long time. We shut it down in 2008. This is the only company I'm running at this moment. And I used this hook for a very long time. I used this hook for probably 1985. Somebody would come up to me and say, "So Cliff, what do you do?" You dream it up, we make it happen. Now, when I said that, how many of you kind of went, "What?" And that's exactly what I wanted you to do. I wanted you to go, "What?" And you're thinking, either he didn't hear the question or he's lost his mind. The reason why is because what happens at that point is the person usually turns around and goes, "What do you mean?" And asks me for the information. We're here at a restaurant today. When I go to a restaurant, I like to order a steak. Who likes to order a steak at a restaurant? Yeah. And when I order that steak, you can bet if it's a T-bone, that T-bone is going back looking like it's been bleached in the desert. I'm going to eat every last scrap of it. However, if it comes with a side order of broccoli, I hate it. Ever since I was a little kid. And that's a fact. Why? Because I didn't ask for it. You're starting to see the difference in your information? You want the person to ask you for the information. I'm sure you've all, how many people here have been to a business expo? All these tables, lots of things. There's two guys at these tables. There's two people at these tables. One person is standing there very quietly, sitting next to their booth, waiting for somebody to come up and talk to them. The other person is out there with this huge stack of flyers, handing it out to everybody with a pulse. And basically he's saying, "Here, throw this way for me. Will you throw that away for me? Please throw this away for me." That's why they give you that bag in the beginning. Might as well just say garbage on the side, right? Now, the guy who's standing there very quietly next to his booth, his flyers aren't even on the table usually. They're in the bag. Because he's waiting for someone to come up and talk to him and say, "Do you have a flyer on that?" "Oh yeah, right here." Because he knows that flyer's going to get folded up and stuck in the pot. It's not going in the garbage bag. That's what I want you to do. The first thing I just did is called a hook. You dream it up, we make it happen. Let me tell you what that company did. We were a computer software company. We did custom software. Anything from things that added on to accounting systems to stuff that ran robots. And basically, you had a problem, you dreamed up some wild solution, and you came to us, and we made that happen. You dream it up, and we make it happen. That's exactly what we did. But now the second explanation I gave you didn't make you go, "What?" It made you go, "Get away from me." Right? Am I right? I actually had a case where I was at a networking event. I was talking to two other people, and somebody came up from a web design company. Got any web design people here? Came up from a web design company and ran up and just said, can I have your card? 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 Great, I'll call you next week. And walked off. And everybody in the three had the same response. One person said, well, that was rude. Another person said, yeah, he's going to get a click. And mine went, I didn't give him my card. I gave somebody else's card. But this is what people do. Is this typical of what you see in networking events? Yes? So let's talk about that opening statement. How do you craft your opening statement? Remember I promised I was going to give you the information? I am. How do you craft your opening statement? Well, the opening statement is called the hook. And a good hook is short. MTV generation, even in today's movies, there's a new clip about every 15 seconds because no one has attention span anymore. You trim it up, we make it happen, is probably the outside length that you want to make it. The hook for my new company, Re-Excite Audience. Rework. Short. I want to make sure you can digest everything I've said without having to repeat myself. Secondly, it's confusing. After you say it, I should not have a clue how you do what you do. Not a clue. And that's because I want to get that, it's that confusion. They're investing in you. They're investing their confusion. And what happens when somebody gets confused? They want satisfaction. They want to know. Tells what you do, not how you do it. This is a very important concept. Very few people actually understand what they sell. Very few people understand what they sell. If I sell Ferraris, what do I sell? What was that? Prestige. Status.
Speed.
What was this? Speed. Facelift. Like that. A midlife crisis pill. That's what I'm selling. The Ferrari dealer who's trying to sell cars is going out of business. The Ferrari dealer who's selling the experience is probably going to sell a lot of Ferraris. As a matter of fact, if you go into a dealership and you're just looking and you don't want to buy a car, and the dealer kind of goes, just sitting there. Smell that new leather. Can you imagine how your neighbor's going to act if you drive this through your neighborhood? Just run. He's going to sell you a car, even if you don't want one, because he's selling you the experience of owning that new car. I didn't create this one, but I love this one. If I sell drill bits, what do I sell? Holes. That's right. There's a gazillion ways to make a hole. I can stamp a hole, I can use a laser to make a hole, I can use a water cutter to make a hole. Why do I need your drill bit? I don't, I need the hole. The guy who sells drill bits is not getting any commission money. The guy who sells holes is making a fortune. So let's take somebody out of the crowd here. Anyone want to volunteer? Not a very good, want to volunteer? I saw your hand, okay. Now notice the way I'm going to word the question. How do you do what you do? Let's start there. How do you do what you do?
Web-based.
Okay.
Internet.
Okay.
With staff on hand.
Was she web developer?
Nope. I'd like your dream that we make it happen. I do custom apparel.
Oh, okay. That's apparel. What is it you sell?
It's really honestly different for every customer. A lot of times it's image, it's something they want.
stay with you. All right. Why do I want that?
Well, you had a need. Why do you want to here?
Why
You
do I
want what you want.
Why do I want that? She's almost there. Why do I want that? Uniqueness. You want to walk in the room, make sure you're the only woman in that room with the dress on, right? No one has that dress because it was made for you, right? You sell uniqueness. Somebody else. Let's see somebody else. Yes.
Listen. Listen.
Listen? You sell listening?
No. The question you said was, how do you do what you do?
Oh, okay. You listen. Why do I want that?
You want me to know what I'm in this for, and you want me to be able to convey to you the clues to help you understand what I want or what I can do.
Okay, why do I want that? And why do I want that?
Because I'm in here shopping, and I may be buying.
Okay. Money. Basically, you're showing people how to get more money. Anybody else? Nobody here wants more money, right? No, not going to happen. See, we don't have a customer base anywhere in here. Because nobody really wants more money. What you're really selling here, we had a chance to talk earlier. You're a business consulting firm, second level businesses, not startups, the next one. They want to make more money. They want to stop from going out of business. They want to find an easier way. They want to be able to go on vacation once in their life. That's what you're selling.
It's not by fire.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Yes. You want to try one?
Yeah, my hook is bring adventures to life.
Okay.
And it's a collaborative travel planning, group travel planning. That's like get people out.
And why do I want it?
Why do you want to do it? Exciting.
Okay.
It's fun.
Okay, it's fine.
Life short.
You want to do it.
Somebody said something over here?
Life short.
Nice short. Like adventure.
Life's too short, not short.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Think about, go deeper. You can actually do this with a friend of yours. Anyone you know. You can sit across from them, you can tell them what you sell, they can go, why do I want that? And then you'll answer something, and they say, why do I want that? And they answer something, and they say, why do I want that? And they keep doing that till you want to punch them in the face. And somewhere down the chain, the light bulb will go off. And you'll find exactly what it is you do. We excite audiences. My new book. What I actually do is I train people to be great presenters. Or I do it for you. Why does somebody want that? Because they want to excite their audience. Is this making sense? This is the audience participation part of the show. Is that making any sense?
Yeah.
Okay, now, once you've done your hook, and you got them to say, what do you mean? This is where most people screw it up. You say your hook, they give you that confused look, and people start talking through the confused look. They give the hook and then they go into the commercial, and they lose it. What you do after you give them the hook is you shut up. Don't just do something, stand there. Wait for them to respond. Wait for them to say something back. If they don't say anything back, which happens, good. They just saved you a whole bunch of time. Because what they told you is they're not interested in you. They're not interested in anything you have to do or you say. They're just waiting for you to spill all over them so they can spill all over you. That's what they're waiting for. I remember I was in mine one time at Business Expo, and there was some group there that did something about where if you do something with your mortgage or something, you pay off your house early. I never did figure out how it worked. And And I walked up and I was like, oh, hi, so what do you do? We excite audiences. Great, let me show you this bank thing. He didn't care. The only thing he cared about was what was in here and how much of this I would give to him. Do I want to work with that person? No. He just saved me a lot of time. I was kind of like, that booth over there is giving frisbees out. I'll catch you later. Move on. Now, they come at you and you give them this great hook. By the way, if your hook doesn't work, this happens to me almost every time I do this. I guarantee it'll happen to me today. Somebody will write me and say, yeah, Cliff, tried it, didn't work. And I'll write back, how many times you tried? Once. It's not probably going to work on your first try. You're going to have to modify. If you go out and you're getting less than 50%, bad hook. If you're getting between 50 and 75%, you might be onto something. If you're getting over 75%, write it down in stone. Just chisel it in stone, and that will be it forever. We excite audiences gets 92%. I've done it. If you can get over 90, make it your website. My website is now exciteyouraudience.com. That's my website. Because you have found a really good hook. But it won't work every time. So, get your hook. They come back. What do you mean? Most people make the mistake that they throw up all over the person that has money. You have to reel them in the boat. Any fishermen here? How many fish have you lost and was on the hook but not in the boat?
80%.
Yeah. Until you actually have them reeled in, you have nothing. So, we excite audiences. What? We're hired gun speakers and presentation coaches. Who here knows what a hired gun speaker is? No one. No one. And that's usually the response. No one knows what a hired gun speaker is. A hired gun speaker is actually the person who has gotten to the point that they understand an audience so well that you could give them their brochure, you could give them your brochure, and 10 minutes time, and they could go on and do an hour presentation for you that have people running in the back to buy stuff. That's a hired gun speaker. But now, if I'd thrown up all over you like that, you wouldn't have liked it, right? But this is what usually happens. I say we're hired gun speakers and presentation coaches, and people usually look at me and go, what's a hired gun speaker? And now they want to know. And now I can talk to them. So a good reel is a little longer. Not real long, a little longer. Hints at how you do what you do. Doesn't give away the show. Leads to another question. That's it. So if you say, I had one. I was working with a woman who was a vice president of a bank. And we were working on her hook. And she kept saying, I work at a bank, and by the way, I'm really annoying. I actually do that. My bank, and down at the bank, and what's the word she keeps using? Bank. How many people have a bank? How many people just can't wait to go change banks? One, Jerry, great. You hate your bank, right? And bankers, right there. Go get them. She kept using the term bank. And she stopped and she thought, well, the thing about my bank is we don't have any fees for anything. So we save you money. Okay, we save you money from day one. Who here doesn't want to save money? Anyone? No? Not a hand? Of course, we all want to save money. But then we started working on her hook. And her hook became, well, down at the bank, are we seeing this again? It's too soon. It's too soon. It's kind of like you went to the movie, and in the second scene of the movie, somebody comes out and says, oh, by the way, Susan dies at the end. we might as well just get up now and just walk out. No one's going to want to see that movie. We can't give away the show, but we have to start hinting. I love this one. This is actually one of my seminars. I do this at a seminar format, half a day. And they came in, they were car dealership. Got any car dealers? No? They were car dealership. Something high-end, Cadillac, Lexus, something. And they didn't know I was the speaker. When I walked in, they gave me their elevator speech. And it was complete with directions to where the store was and everything else. It was awful. At the end, their hook became, we sell 15-minute vacations. You like that one? You like it? The cars are so nice that when you get inside to drive home, it's like you're on vacation. Now, the reel was just as important. We sell 15-minute vacations. And I decided, the reel became, you work so hard, you know, to prepare to go to vacation. You work so hard when you get back. It sounds like it's almost never taking vacation. You can spare 15 minutes a day. Oh yeah. I gotta show you. Okay. And now you can put them in a conversation. After the reel, what do we do? Quiet. So let's try this again all together. We do the hook, and then we shut up. Then we do the reel, and we shut up. That's it. I got that right here. Hook, silence, reel. Notice the difference in the question. Hook, what do you mean? Reel, how do you do that? Because you're probably really good at telling people how you do what you do, right? Most people are. Most people are. Now, this is where I'm going to go completely against the sales trainer. I was actually at a sales training event about 6 months ago. I have to tell you this experience. This guy goes all over the country making millions of dollars training car dealers, salespeople for car dealerships. About 2 hours into his speech, he actually said these words. Say this, and then they will just have to bend down and assume the position.
Oh my God.
Get my attention. Yeah. Well, it might get your attention, but it probably won't make you buy a car. I was stunned. Anyone here know my wife? Yeah, she's a customer service trainer, and her whole thing is love your customers up. She was turning white sitting next to me. A national sales trainer. There was 450 people in this man's room, and this is what he was trained. I can't do that. I can't do that. My goal is after you've done your hook, you've done your reel, you have one responsibility, and that is to find out what they need, not what you need. What can I do for them? Now what can they give to me? If you do this, I guarantee you will get more business. Let me give you a quick little story. I was at a networking event, and I ran into this woman who was an unemployed college administrator. What can she do for me right now? If she gets a job, what can she do for me once she gets her job? I didn't look at it that way. I looked at what can I do for you? At the time, I was an adjunct professor teaching speech courses at a college. I said, you know what? My college is looking for an administrator. And that would have been good enough, right? Give that to her, tell her college. I didn't do that. We were in an office building. We went down cubicles and we found the computer that was on. I got on the internet. I showed her the site. I told her how to apply. I told her who to apply to so she can get past all the people that just throw your resume away. And I shook her hand, and I didn't even bother telling her my pitch because she basically will never be able to hire me. That's not the position of the people who hire me. The rest of the day, she was my one-person sales force. She was literally dragging people from across the room going, you gotta meet this Cliff guy. Come here, you gotta. She didn't even know what I did. You gotta meet this Cliff guy. All I had to do was stand in the corner and let her bring me people. Do you think those people wanted to talk to me after she dragged them to me? Yeah. Why? Because I gave to her. I didn't take from her. I gave to her. Which is the reason why whenever you're doing that, what do? Ask first. Be the first one to jump in. Don't wait for them to ask you. Be the first one to jump in. If you have to send this person to a competitor, you will have bought more goodwill than you could possibly imagine. I'm a professional speaker, but there's certain topics I'm not an expert on. If you want to talk on economics, I'm not the guy. I know people who are, and I can send you to them, who will do a fabulous job. It's just not me. Now I can force my way in there and say like, well, you know, my book on mastering median applies to economics by BS, and you know, I can force my way in there. Are they going to like my product? No. But if I send them to a competitor, they're going to remember me forever. How am I doing that time?
About 7 minutes.
How'd you guys like to learn how to read people's minds? I hear laughter, but I'm serious. Okay, real quick again. Let's go over those. Hook, and then we do what? Reel, and then we do what? And then what do? Create the relationship. Here's a gesture. When you're talking to somebody, it's real easy to spot. Everyone see what I'm doing? There you go. It's amazing how many people don't bother with this. Right there. Because what they just said, and this is universal, I think they found 2 tribes in Africa or something where this does not work. Beyond that, it works all over the planet. They just told you they found what you just said to be interesting, or they agree with you. You just did it. Very nice. Oh yeah. But this gesture goes by because we don't bother to notice. It's a simple thing to notice. By the way, this means the same thing as this. Either way, even a little head nod means it's interesting or I agree with you. Who here like sells multiple stuff? They do multiple things in their business. Here's a perfect thing to do. Me too. So I walk up to somebody, hire good speakers. We can show you how to do more sales. Nothing. We can show you how to go into a meeting and just take control of the meeting and have everyone happy did it. Nothing. We're motivational speakers. They just told me everything they wanted to do. I've got more products to sell. I'm not talking about anything else. I'm going to start talking about what we do as motivational speakers. And I'm pretty sure this conversation is going to end in a hug. Did you see how that worked? Notice the head nod. If you're not getting any, you're not landing with this person. Period. If you're at a networking event and you start telling, you got the hook, they bet. You got the reel, they bet. You start telling them how you do what you do. No head nods. You're wasting your time. More importantly, you're wasting their time. Because they have no use for what you do. Be polite, let them go on. How many of you have been in the networking event where you have that person, they latch onto you and they won't let you go? Whoa. 2, really? Let's try this again. Audience participation part of the show, ladies and gentlemen. How many people have had that happen to them at a networking event? Yes, yes. They won't let you go because they don't understand. I don't need that. I don't want a new bank. I don't want what you're selling. let them go. You're doing them a favor. You're doing yourself a favor because you can move on. Yes, D. Oh, 5. Okay, let's go to question and answer then. How about that? All right, question and answer. I want questions and answers for me. Who's got my first question? Yes.
Much of
Oh, I love it. We got a mic runner.
much of what you said, I think, applies to trying to sell a political position. And I was wondering if you could add anything or enhance that.
For politicians?
For politicians, yes.
Yes. Okay. Who here wants to talk to a politician when they come to your door? Nobody? One. Oh, there's a political file. He loves it. Are you a politician, sir?
The lowest level you can get.
Okay. Well, which is?
Precinct delegate.
Okay, precinct delegate. So he loves talking to politicians. Most people don't. Most people don't. So are you a politician?
I have been, and I'm more involved in managing campaigns at this point.
Okay, all right. And so are you doing a campaign right now? Your election season coming up?
Yes.
When we ask who you're working with?
It's actually a campaign to strengthen our library system by not building a grand facility downtown.
Okay, all right. And why do I want that?
Why do you want that?
Why do I want that?
Well, it's a no vote, so you don't want to vote for the grand facility
Okay.
downtown.
Well, why don't I want it?
Because it'll put undue burden on our library system that consists of many libraries, a virtual world with many services for downloading music, downloading books, and the operating costs of this new facility is likely to increase significantly more than what's being planned. And
anyone else nodding off here? You see the problem? Okay.
I know, you kept nodding and I kept talking.
Is one of the things you're selling the fact that you have other libraries still close to them? No, like you're talking about shutting down the other libraries?
Not shutting them down, but possibly harming them or reducing the services at the other libraries within the system.
Sounds like what? Loss of, did you hear what she said?
Loss.
She said a loss of convenience.
Good.
So what you're selling is something like, so the next time you have a question, you should get in your car and drive downtown. You know, and people go, what? Well, that's what the new library thing wants you to do. They want to just walk downtown. You see how you can kind of...
Yes, and park in the new structure.
Right. Okay. Thanks much, sir. Yes.
Do the same rules that apply to the hook and the reel when you talk to someone in person apply when you're trying to reel someone in online, so to say, or in an e-commerce situation?
Yeah, so if you want to do it like on a website?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a friend of mine, I was just coaching her yesterday. She's going out to India to do a TEDx, and I was working with her speech. And I could go to her website, and her website starts with, "I'll make you laugh till you leak." All right. And she's amazing. Janice Manfield, if you want to see a great speaker, she sings her message. Amazing person. Yeah, but, you can use it the same thing. You can grab people really quick. God, no, just fast. God, no actually tells you what they want to do. It's quick.
But you don't get the same interaction. Somebody can't ask you, what do you mean? How do
Well, one of the things that's coming up, you're going to pass the mic around and tell about yourselves. In my book, I actually have a chapter on that because people go, well, wait a minute, it doesn't work there. Well, it still kind of does, because when I would go, I'll get up and say, everyone else is giving their elevator pitch and it goes on and I'll be excited audiences. You probably wonder what the hell I'm talking about. I put it into their mouth what they want, what they're going to say. So you can even kind of do that on the website if you want. But the rules definitely change when you're talking about writing. This is mainly for verbal. Yeah. One more question. Who's got something that's just burning they gotta know? Really? What?
He'll probably hit us later.
Okay. Well, I want to thank everybody, and there are some specials I have on your page. Real quick, if you're interested in finding out more, you can't find out more than with the book. Usually the book is $12.97 online. You get today only $10. The meeting mastery system book, which is probably about done. It shows you how to go into a meeting and just take control. $15.97, it's $13 today. The kitchen sink stick, which includes both those books on audio, plus, if you like the way I present, there's a 6 CD set on how to present. And that is $97 if you do it today. And the special, work with me and get the book free. It's usually $497. It's $247 if you sign up today. So let me know, and thank you for giving me your time.
Thank you. We have a little something for you as well.
I'm going to wear with pride.
We have the LA2M t-shirt for our speaker, Cliff Suttle. Thank you for joining us today, and thank you for the anti-elevator speech. If you are interested in owning one of these lovely LA2M t-shirts, they are on sale for $12.50. See Mary Lou either before or after any of the LA2Ms. So we are now coming to the part of the presentation where you get to put into action everything that you just learned. We're going to pass the mic. Please stand up and speak into the microphone, and we're going to start at the front of the room.
Thank you, Heather Feldkamp with CreateMyT.com. And I guess from what I learned, I would say we sell uniqueness, but I'm not in a situation to let you start answering questions, so it doesn't really work in this format the same. But my ask today is that we are looking for a printing manager. So somebody with some screen printing and some leadership skills, if you know anybody in your world, friends, family, ex-coworkers, whatever, let me know. Heather Feldkamp, CreateMyT.com.
I'm Colleen Flynn with Carnival Cruise Lines. My tag is for a good time called Colleen. My ask today is for a liquor dealership, beer distributorship, wine distributorship that does incentives, would like to do an incentive meeting for their salespeople. Thank you. Colleen Flynn, Carnival Cruise Lines.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Maureen Forsman with Intelligence.com. We are business intelligence in minutes. We can make you smarter in just a few minutes. So visit the site and find out how.
Hi, I'm Chris Wetner. I work with the Ultimate Analyst, and basically our company helps small businesses market, get their phones to ring. They're too busy working for themselves.
Well, Lockman Dave with Shepherd Advisors. I'm still working on my hook. But when we do, so I'll go to the do instead of the hook. So we're kind of, but anyways, we help business owners and managers be smarter about their markets.
My name is Marty Doolin, and I create environments that make you happy to be in.
Hi, I'm Erin O'Neill, and I am a content producer, and I engage online audiences at digital marketing.
I'm Roger Rayle. I help a lot of networking groups around town. And one of them is, one of the events that's coming up is Ignite Ann Arbor, October 25th. So we're still looking for more applicants to speak. It's Ignite, the format is 20 slides, automatically advancing every 15 seconds. So it's exactly a 5-minute talk on something you know a lot about, not sales oriented or proselytize or anything like that, but ideas that you want to share. And the Ignite slogan is enlighten us, but make it quick.
Hello, Cole Whiteman, information technology business process detective. Don't worry, you're not in trouble.
Hello, my name is Cal Davis, and I'm a like DC as a financial advisor and a portfolio manager. I help my clients' assets grow for a stable and comfortable retirement.
Hi, my name is Janet Wolford, and I work at the University of Michigan. I'm a mouse surgeon and a rat nutritionalist. And I also have a product that makes anesthetizing rodents safer for people.
Hi, Kathy Griswold. One of my passions is improving the community. I've been using social media to do that. I have a website, seekids.org, seekids.org. Can you see kids, or are they hidden by overgrown vegetation?
Hi everybody, I'm Stacy from Dollar Mill, the digital print shop, and our tagline is done right now. So by next week I'll come up with a hook. I don't know how to use that, but.
Jerry Roston, Paradox Consultant. I help early stage technology companies succeed despite themselves.
Eli Tinsky, I'm an intern currently at Genix Digital Marketing, and my specialties are media writing and producing video content, and I entertain and inform people.
Hello everyone, my name is Kula, and I'm also an intern in Genix Digital Marketing. A graduate student at Eastern studying marketing. Want to be a social media person someday. Thank you.
Digital marketing intelligence is what we do, and our company's name is Upco. It's a new company that you will hopefully start to hear about very, very soon, within the next week or two. And because we are launching not only new aspects of business intelligence, but we are bringing that to the highest level that was not possible before due to the innovation that we have created. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Angel Mani. I've been a writer and an editor for 25 years, mostly on the internet. My ask is if anyone here is familiar with the MailChimp software. I'm starting up a newsletter with it, and would love any tips or tricks from anyone who's a MailChimp expert.
I'm Ross Johnson. I'm with a company called 3.7 Design Agency. I'm also helping organize WordCamp Detroit 2012. So if any of you have a site on WordPress, or are thinking about a site on WordPress, or develop on WordPress, make sure to check it out. You can Google it.
Hello, I'm Sam Patel. I'm with SRT Solutions here in Ann Arbor. We're a custom mobile app and software developer, and what we do is let people dream about what their computers can do.
Hi, I'm I'm Leslie McGraw with Let's Go, social media marketing and training, and I help people create excitement and word of mouth without opening their mouth for writing and social media. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Dan Ryan with the Suttle-The Corporation. We design solutions, and I work with Quick Connects, and I'm looking to find anybody that can help me contact companies here in Ann Arbor. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Scott Brockman. My hook is in development right now. Today I'm here to open the 2012 Search Marketing Workshop. What will it do for you? It will teach you mobile marketing basics and effective search marketing. The event is November 16th. I have a flyer here. At the bottom there is a discount for 25% off the event. Come see me after this introduction type thing. And I'd love to tell you more about the event.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lynn Raines, and I'm an event coordinator for the Your Spiritness Company. We host metaphysical expos and help assist people on their spiritual path, and then I also can help connect people with their loved ones that have passed.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jim Newfield, and I am a consultant in web and mobile development. Currently, our biggest chunk of business is helping companies create a mobile-friendly version of their website. So if you need help with that, please come see me. Thanks.
Good afternoon. I'm Gerald Bricker, Advice Consulting. I'm Miracle Grow for your business.
I'm Tom Cush, and I'm part of Novi Industry Toastmasters. That's how I met Cliff. I had to come see him in person.
My name is Doug Kurlovich, and just in about an hour I'll be with the United States Marine Corps.
Fine.
job search for a marketing specialist or executive assistant role.
Hello, I'm Pat Martz. I run eFairy Solutions right downtown. I help people align their technical communications with their corporate identity so that the whole thing merges into a unified system that goes forward to the whole market.
Anne-Marie Smith from Identity Advocates. People come to us when they're frustrated with insurance problems, maybe feel they're not getting what they paid for. We do risk management consulting and some continuing competency education for builders and contractors. Anne-Marie Smith from Identity Advocates.
Lanny White with growbiz.org. I do a little business navigating to help people in the small business second stage area to grow. I'm looking for people who know small businesses that are looking for some free internship out of days worth.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
I'm Soma Taruli. I'm currently an intern with AGC Classes. I have my specialty in materials science and engineering. So I do help companies developing materials and also optimizing process.
Hi, my name is Jerry Willis, and I'm a storyteller. I focus on telling your story through your business through a cinematography company here in Ann Arbor. I focus on iPads, iPhones, and all smart devices.
My name is Samantha Cosbeck. I work for Digital Image Studios and bring your products and services to life.
Good afternoon. I'm Alan Caldwell, and we reduce family stress. What do I mean? A lot of families are struggling taking care of an elderly loved one, a parent or a relative, and it's hard work. It's very stressful. So how do we do that? We provide caring, loving, trained, skilled caregivers to give that extra assistance so your mom or dad can stay at home and be safe and secure and have a good quality of life. I'm Alan Caldwell, and we're senior helpers.
Hi, I'm Derek Urban with Urban Lifestyles. State your price. I'm a consumer electronics retailer. Our goal is to make sure that everyday consumer can afford consumer electronics. So what we do is we make sure we can try to get to your price point, or at least as close as possible. And I'm interested in learning as much as I can and just growing the business. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Shamir Ozeri. I just moved to Ann Arbor 2 weeks ago from Israel. I do website optimization and general marketing, SEO, SEM, looking to connect to people with similar interests, designers, programmers, anyone.
Hi, my name is Roger Stratton. I help you find the right words to say, but through different channels. I'm currently new to the job market and looking to meet people in the Ann Arbor area who just learn more about marketing, public relations, and potential communication opportunities here.
I'm Stuart Birch, and I'm working on a startup that will bring adventures to your life. I'm glad you asked what that means. We are going to get people outdoors faster, easier, cheaper, and safer. How do you do that? I'm glad you asked. Oh, I see I'm out of time. You'll have to see me afterwards.
Hi, I'm Lisa Radwick, and I help companies analyze their sales and improve their products and branding, and I do that as a marketing manager, and I'm looking for my next opportunities.
Hi, I'm Mary Lou Olds, manager for LA2M. LA2M provides you with quality marketing and business information. And we also provide you with some pretty styling t-shirts too. So if you want to buy a t-shirt, see me.
Again, Carter Shoreline from Press Studios. I do commercial editorial and portrait photography from a different point of view, as I said. And what that basically means is I do blur the lines between those types of photography. I sit down with a client and try to get a feel for what they want, even though it's might be a headshot. It's kind of like method acting, so give them that idea of what this person's about and what we're trying to say with the pictures. So not rolling hills or something like that. When you come in and get 5 minutes, that's it. You probably should be ready to have a conversation before we start sharing.
I am Dee Davey, Creative Ideas Marketing. I help companies who provide business-to-business services ways of growing, and I've been doing that for over 25 years. I am also the voice of I am the voice of LA2M, recently rebranded LA2M Marketing Education, and it's my pleasure to introduce next week's speaker. We are pleased to have Derek Marabon, the founder of LA2M, taking the stage. Derek has been in digital marketing since the day dot. And next week, he's going to enlighten us on how to use LinkedIn for business and use LinkedIn for event management. So join us next week at LA2M for Derek Marabon. Please put your hands together one final time for today's speaker, Cliff Suttle. And we'll see you all next week at LA2M. Thank you.